You got a thought on the first half of the schedule?
Yeah, I do. 0-8 is not off the table. In fact, 0-8 is very much on the table. I think the start of this season, this is brutal. And I know everybody thinks, the Seattle game is winnable. It's at home. First of all, let's just be honest about it. Journeyman quarterbacks, is Geno Smith not better than Jacoby Brissett?
Oh, he is, yeah.
He's better. So they have the better quarterback. It's week 2, so you're not going to have a lot of tape on them. New head coach for them as well, Mike McDonald, and he's bringing in Ryan Grubb, who was the offensive coordinator with Washington. So it's going to be a difference. And he was the offensive coordinator with the University of Washington, and the University of Washington had 3 great receivers. What does Seattle have? 3 great receivers, or pretty good. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Those weapons are certainly better than yours. So, I don't know. People chalk that one up to a win. Otherwise, you look at the schedule, and you're opening at Joe Burrow in Cincinnati, right? Then you have that Seattle game. Then it's a short week for Aaron Rodgers on the road. And then you have to go to San Francisco to face the defending NFC champion 49ers. You come home, face Miami, which has had your number with Tua and Mike McDaniel. And then you have to face another elite QB in CJ Stroud. Then it's off to London. I personally think the Jags are going to bounce back this year. They certainly have more talent than you do, and they were a playoff team 2 years ago. And then you get Rodgers and the Jets again, and he still might be healthy. So, I look at that and I say 1-7, yeah. 0-8, though, is a possibility for sure. Like a real possibility is 0-8.
You're making me real pumped to want to do the pregame again this year, Chris.
Hey, you're going to have to bring it. It's going to be really fun to get up for that London game at 6:30 a.m. and do pregame if they're 0-6 going into that.
Just quickly, look, I mean, ostensibly the strength of the team is their defense. I tried to make the case, based in fact, that the Bengals notoriously get off to slow starts. Joe Burrow, week 1 record 1-3. I actually give them a puncher's chance week 1.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I just think, they had a disappointing year last year. He's coming back from an injury.
Right.
The numbers you're quoting are legit, but I just kind of feel like he's going to be a man on a mission. That team's going to be on a mission. There's urgency for them because this could be, sort of the last. T. Higgins is on that franchise tag. This could be like the last shot, this sort of iteration of the Bengals. They already lost Tyler Boyd to the Titans. So this is like a really important season for them. And then again, I just kind of feel like Seattle, if it were later in the year and you had more film on them, I'd be like, yeah. But because it's a new staff there and it's a guy that hasn't coached in the NFL and you're not going to have a bunch of film to dissect and jump in on them and be like, we're going to take away this, this, and this, I don't have a great feeling about that game. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that one. The other ones, if Rodgers is healthy, San Francisco is healthy, Miami, I just think it's going to be tough.
Well, so Chris he's feeling 0-8 possible.
Yes.
Where's Drake May and all of that? Where's Drake May?
I don't think you see Drake May start a game until the November the 3rd, which is against the Titans, or the 10th, which is against Chicago, another rookie quarterback. I think at that point, you're deep enough into the year where at least you know what you have. You probably have been able to make some progress with him, and you probably also know what you have to protect him and just how much you can protect him at that point in the year.
Not to mention some bum opponents.
Yeah, that helps too, right? I mean, I don't disagree with you guys again, this would be like one of those seasons in the early Parcells years. You start out 0-8, but I don't disagree with the 5-12. I mean, I could see them finishing, the back half of that season 5-4, and you go into it and you have some momentum going into the next year because I think there's some easier games on the back half. But the start of the season, I don't like the schedule at all for them. Too many road games, too many established teams, too many good quarterbacks.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Maz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.